Do not do this with Mounjaro shortage and Wegovy shortage. We're going to dive in today of solutions for you and things to avoid with the Wegovy shortage and Mounjaro shortage. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth. I am the Countess of Shopping. I have had the privilege of losing 69 pounds through Mounjaro shortage on my 100-pound weight loss journey, changing my A1Cs and changing my life literally by taking a GLP-1. Today I want to share with you some tips that hopefully will help you during the Mounjaro shortage and the Wegovy shortage to get your medication and to stay on pace with where you want with your health goals, your A1C goals, and your weight loss goals. A couple things. One, I have several free resources down in the description link below if you're just starting your Mounjaro weight loss journey, Wegovy weight loss journey, Zepbound weight loss journey, semaglutide weight loss journey, and tirzepatide journey. Let's go ahead and dive in with the solutions. First and foremost, Eli Lilly is the manufacturer of Mounjaro, and Novo Nordisk is the manufacturer of Wegovy, who's also the same manufacturer of Ozempic. Ozempic and Wegovy are the same thing. They're just FDA approved for different things. They're both GLP-1s. Mounjaro and Zepbound recently just got approved FDA. Same thing, just approved for different things. One's approved for type 2 diabetes, which is Mounjaro, and Zepbound is approved for FDA approval for chronic obesity management, like Ozempic and Wegovy. So with the manufacturers, there's shortages. GLP-1s have been revolutionary for people for type 2 diabetes and for weight loss. And with clinical trials coming out with so much success for GLP-1 receptors and how it's helping people, and we're finding out more information as we go along about helping with heart disease, heart attacks, potentially strokes, cancers. I mean, just so much information is coming out that we're rapidly learning through this, and it's causing a shortage. It's causing the Wegovy shortage and Mounjaro shortage because people are wanting it. And so I went to the FDA, who's my source. I always like to say, I am not a doctor nor a medical provider, and I do not pretend to play around on the internet. I will always punch you back to your healthcare medical provider for any sort of medical advice, anything like that. This is simply my experience, strength, and hope of what's worked well for me, and hopefully encourage you. We need more encouragement on the internet. We need more positivity on the internet, and hopefully the Countess of Shopping space is a positive encouragement zone for you as you walk through your GLP-1 community. Join my free encouragement group. We've got thousands of people there in that positive GLP-1 space. Okay, so first thing is staying ahead of your dates. If you know you're going to get your prescription, if you're taking Mounjaro, the brand name Mounjaro, which is the semaglutide is the compound of Mounjaro and Ozempic. Tirzepatide is the compound of Zepbound and Mounjaro. Two different things. Mounjaro has slightly higher data than Wegovy in terms of weight loss. Now Zepbound. Slightly higher data, but both are still so powerful and have impacted so many people's lives. With the positive results with it. Of course, there are side effects with these medications, but staying ahead of your dates of when you're filling your prescription is paramount. For me, I had to literally put my dates on my Google Calendar and have a pop-up auto reminder remind me when I needed to get it filled. So I was never behind on my end, that the shortage or the delay in getting prescription was not because I forgot, right? And because I'm titrating up different doses, that adds a different consistency and pattern, right? Like we can get pattern recognition and pattern orientation if we're taking the same dose over and over and over and over. I do that with my thyroid medication. I'm taking the same dose over and over and over, so I can get in a cadence and rhythm with filling my prescription that I don't have that with Mounjaro, and I'm also applying this to Wegovy, semaglutide, tirzepatide. I don't have that because I'm continuously titrating up. Now, if you want to know when's the best time to titrate up, check out my playlist here for my Mounjaro weight loss, talking about some of the things that have worked well for me for titrating up, like when to know when to do that. And we talk about that quite a bit in my free encouragement group down in the description link below. Staying ahead, tip number ahead, do not tracking of when you're going to fill your prescription, refill your prescription, or fulfill it for the first time if you're titrating up. Stay ahead of that. Keep a calendar reminder for you. I literally have it buzz in my, I was going to say, where's my phone? I was going to show you, I have it buzz in my phone to help remind you. Tip number 2, with the Wegovy shortage, on the FDA's website, so I'm citing my source, who's my source? The FDA says, it was all doses, 2.5 milligrams of Wegovy, 0.5 milligrams, 1 milligram, 1.7 milligrams of Wegovy, and 2.4 milligrams. The 2.5 milligrams, the starting dose, 0.5 milligrams, and 1 milligram of Wegovy the demand increase has a shortage, and it's not when will the shortage be over. It's to be determined. Literally, that's what the FDA says as of today's date, which I'll link down in the description link below at the end of November. To be determined of when this duration is going to continue to go with the Wegovy shortage. It's saying, meaning FDA, is saying 1.7 milligrams and 2.4 milligrams are available. I know through my own Mounjaro weight loss journey that just because it says it's available doesn't mean I can get it. With Mounjaro, talking on the FDA website, so we're going to kick over to that one. And same thing, Ozempic is we're not going to talk about that. That has its own shortage. That's meant for type 2 diabetics. It has been prescribed off-label for weight loss, but now that there's the Wegovy FDA approval, that should be easier through insurances to get insurance approval with it. I say easier, but sometimes it's not. And we talk about that in my free encouragement group too. So going over to the Mounjaro with the demand, it's saying it's fully available. And it was as of October, let me cite my date, October 12th, was saying currently not in shortage. It's saying it's available for all, but this is where it was confusing for the FDA for Mounjaro, is all of them were available, all of the doses, so 2.5 milligrams, 5 milligrams, the milligrams are different between Wegovy and Mounjaro. But it's basically saying that they were all available, but it was currently in a shortage. And so that has not been updated on the FDA's website as of the end of November 2023. And the link date on that was October 12th. And so it hasn't been updated. The good news is when medications are in shortage by the FDA, that means you can have compounds, meaning that they're mixed with things. Typically, Mounjaro, which is the tirzepatide, is mixed with B12. And there's someone else in our encouragement group was talking about how their pharmacy mixes it with something else. I'm not familiar with that, but because I do take the name brand to give full disclosure. But we've talked about this so much in the free encouragement group of people not being able to get Wegovy. I want to have solutions for you, which would be a compound. Maybe taking the compound semaglutide. I have a fabulous, and that's tip number 2. If you can't find it near you, Wegovy, which it's really, really hard because of the FDA shortage. And even if it is available, it goes really quickly at the pharmacy. It may get filled because people are on the wait list or people are calling every day. When Mounjaro was on the shore, I would be calling my pharmacy every single day to be like, okay, when's the next shipment coming in? If you already do that, and I've already done a whole video on that of like calling in the morning or finding out when they go in the computer system of when they can get the medications. I became very good friends with the folks on the phone at my pharmacy of like, hey, when is the medication coming in? when do you guys fill it? What time is that? And so I would call shortly after they would do that tech work to see when it was, and then find out, and then be able to be like, hey, gotta get my prescription fulfilled or refilled. So if that's not an option for you, a compound, and this is tip number 3, maybe a very great choice for you. But finding a reputable compound pharmacy to fill that prescription, which I have. I have downlisted in below the description my favorite, a whole article on my best telehealth company I love working with, and subsequently they work with a compound pharmacy and name brand pharmacy. They work with both. They do both, which other telehealth companies don't do that currently on the market. Usually one deals with either the name brand, and then the other large company of telehealth will deal with just compounds. They don't do both. So this telehealth company prescribes both compounds and name brands. If you're trying to get insurance concierge, they do have that service for free, included in your monthly membership as well. People often ask, okay, well, how do you get, with this, you get your prescription as part of your monthly membership. If you are approved for that, obviously you talk with the healthcare provider to see if you would be approved for a prescription, depending on name brand or with compound. And then from there, they would ship it to you. They are, from my research, the lowest pricing compounds, but the highest quality with it, because what they do is they third-party test, and they have compound third-party tested and accredited pharmacy partners. So where they're sourcing their pharmacy from compounds, we know that it's good, right? And that's always been if you've seen past videos of me talking about compounds, I'm always a little hesitant of like, who is the compound pharmacy mixing this stuff? Are they putting a little bit more B12 in and less of the semaglutide or tirzepatide in? And so with this, this is the compound pharmacy. I really appreciate that it's third-party tested, and that it has through accredited pharmacy partners that they work with on there too. So that's another option of taking the compound, because they are valid. Compounds are when they're on the FDA shortage list. And so that's exciting that is an option. And it looks like it's going to be for some time because the FDA hasn't updated any of this as of right now. I mean, it's not updated. So how do you get Mounjaro? How do you get Wegovy? You go through and you get a prescription. I highly recommend the telehealth company I work with, and I have a discount code down below that you can use, or a discount link. And then staying ahead with your dates. And then also making sure that it's third-party tested. Now, one thing to think about is if you're on Wegovy for the Wegovy shortage, have you thought about taking Mounjaro or Zepbound? Zepbound's going to be out very soon, like in pharmacies very soon. Have you thought about switching? I know some people in our group, if they're having a weight stall, they'll switch from Wegovy over to Mounjaro, which is prescribed off-label. It's FDA approved for type 2 diabetes, but it has been prescribed off-label. As, by the way, there's a stat of like 30% of all prescriptions are prescribed off-label, just FYI. But so Mounjaro, or now the FDA approval for chronic obesity management through Zepbound. So maybe that's an option for you too. That's tip number 4 of maybe switching over to that. You could use the telehealth's insurance company, their insurance concierge, to help you figure out if that would be a benefit under your insurance or not. Because it may be worth asking and seeing if your insurance is covering Wegovy already, then maybe just switching over with it. And obviously talking with their healthcare medical provider. This is not medical advice. Talking with the health and just giving you encouragement, experience, strength, and hope, and not medical advice. And so that could be another solution for you. And I think the biggest thing is writing this out, of that with GLP-1s, there's so much popularity, myself included, because it's changed my life. Like truly, for me to be able to go and travel and not have to get a seatbelt extender this past summer when I traveled throughout California with my son, to be able to even take a trip with my son as a result, or to be able to walk. We're fostering all these dogs. We had fostered a 130-pound Great Dane. Her name was Lola. She did get adopted, by the way, right before Thanksgiving. She did get adopted. So people who've been following Mr. Freddy, he was an adoption one, but now I'm able to walk all of these dogs because of my new meaning. I've been on a GLP-1 since the beginning of January. So it's been quite some time, losing 69 pounds. So hopefully those give some encouragement, strength, and hope. Mr. Freddy does send his regards. I know you guys like seeing him usually on my bed, but I am during knee deep with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So I'm here on my live streaming studio. If you want to see all the Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, I will link those down below. But those are some of the biggest things that I want to share with you, and making sure that you're not missing doses and you're not getting behind, because that scares me. Like missing doses or getting behind in medication, right, with side effects. That like makes my red alert go off of like, oh my gosh, what are the side effects? What happens if you're missing like a day versus several days? What happens with that? Right? So I want to encourage you, hopefully these are helpful tips for you of how to stay ahead, and that maybe having the semaglutide compound for Wegovy is a great option for you. And maybe it's just temporary and then you switch back over to name brand once it gets, once it's off the FDA shortage list, and having a reputable compound pharmacy that we know is good. That's been the thing that I've been searching for months and months and months, is finding one that I feel comfortable referring to y'all. And so I'm excited. I'm very excited about this. Like very, very excited. If you look at some of my previous videos, you're like, I don't recommend compounds. And now I have someone that does do compounds and does prescribe them too. It's all in one house, which I don't know about y'all, but I just don't have time to go like bounce here, there, and everywhere. And so having something that's like all in one, super, super helpful. So those are my what not to do and what to do with the Wegovy shortage and the Mounjaro shortage as well. I wanted to share with you guys too a couple of things, since today I have been knee deep. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning for Cyber Monday with the deals, one of which, well, there's several. One was the hot cocoa. Did I bring it? I think I took it out so I could drink it. There's a hot cocoa protein that helps, that you take right before bed. It's got 10 grams of protein in it, only 50 calories. I will link that down in the description link below. That's 30% off today. Now prices, if you're watching this replay like 6 months from now, prices obviously are subject to change. Premier Protein is on sale. That was one of the deals that was on sale for the pack. My biggest thing that I'm really excited about is my loose skin cream. If you guys, I've talked about this for almost a full year now. I bought it and I'm obsessed with it. Nothing gets rid of loose skin. We know that, right? Like unless you're having loose skin surgery. However, it makes a big difference in crepey skin. And for me, it helps with my confidence. And so I'm really excited about this. Some people in the comments sometimes poo-poo. I'm like, okay, then don't buy it. But it's really on sale, like major. And it's, by the way, it's 10 ounces. It's 10 ounces. So I bought it at full price. I would still buy it at full price, and I still do buy. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I bought my own stuff. I love it. We also know that snail mucin is on sale, which is one of my favorites. Just make sure for Ozempic face, just make sure when you take snail mucin, one, that your face is lightly damp. And then two, you don't want to put it on completely bone dry skin. And then two, you don't mix it with vitamin C. And one of our amazing viewers told me that. So if that was you, pat on the back, thank you. I love reading your comments. I read them all. I may not reply to all of them, but I read them all. Ozempic hair, hair loss, Mounjaro hair loss, tirzepatide. If you're having side effects from Wegovy and Mounjaro, hair loss is one of them. I've done other videos on them, but this is the Olaplex. It's number 3. It's not showing. Okay, why is my camera not picking that up? Pick up! It's still not picking it up. Okay. It's saying number 3 down here. This is the repairs and strengthens hair. You've got split ends. It's an awesome hair mask to use, but it's not a hair mask. It helps to like strengthen your hair, particularly if you are having hair loss. Now, I've done videos of how to prevent that, and it takes 3 months to see hair loss from damage, so to speak. But this is an awesome way to help restore the hair that you do have as well. Yankee candles are also massively on sale. I bought several. I love it. At nighttime, I love lighting candles. In the wintertime, just make sure you blow them out. And then, of course, always my Element electrolytes. They've been very generous with the Countess of Shopping community. Having electrolytes for me has dramatically helped my weight loss, particularly with side effects, right? Leg cramps, stomach issues. If you're having, very common with Wegovy side effects or Mounjaro side effects or Ozempic side effects, tirzepatide side effects, semaglutide side effects, is gastrointestinal issues like diarrhea, nausea, or constipation. So having these has been very helpful for all of those. And if you buy any part of it's off their website. So the other ones were on Amazon. These are if you buy it directly with my link down below. They've been very generous to our community. You get 8 sticks for free. I know. And I'm going to be doing my Mounjaro What I Eat in a Day video, and you're going to see a new recipe of how I've been using it with one of my breakfasts, and I'm obsessed, like with a food breakfast, not like just with coffee, but like a food breakfast. I'm excited about that. So there's many more. Go watch my show if you want to see my show, or if you're on my email list. I emailed out this morning to our email list all of the deals. They're really good, and on my deal show too. You can watch me. I was on iRobot's Amazon Live show. I am their exclusive live streaming host for Black Friday and Cyber Monday for their deals, and then for my own on Countess of Shopping on Amazon Live streaming. That was a ton of fun. But these tips hopefully help you. We're going to continue the conversation over in my free encouragement group. But if you've watched this far in the video, we have a little thing here at Countess of Shopping of where I get to know you better. Your handle name, if you put an emoji, and that means that I know, that you know, we both know that you've made it this far in the video, and it's a pineapple. So today's emoji is the pineapple. If you put the pineapple down in the comments, I will recognize your name. I will start to help me memorize who you are, which we have so many counts and countesses who do this. It's amazing. I will pray over you, and I'll send, if you don't believe in prayer, positive encouragement. I'll just be sending you good vibes to help you along your journey. We are an encouraging, uplifting space here at the Countess of Shopping. And so that's one of the ways of me to help to get to know you better of, oh, they've watched this far. If you watched this far in the video, clearly you wouldn't be watching this far if you hate me. So, although some people do. Some people do, but not today. No, I'm just teasing. And if you want to join that free encouragement group, that is down in the description link below. All of my articles that I've written are in the description link below too, about side effect solutions, doses, and then of course you have the playlist if you want to listen to something while you're driving or doing your chores or things like that. I've got, it was over 100 videos on Mounjaro, weight loss, and GLP-1. So if you're on Wegovy, tirzepatide, semaglutide, that will hopefully give you encouragement as well. So, having the Mounjaro weight loss success checklist will hopefully help you too if you're just starting the beginning of your journey, or maybe being in the middle of it. You're like, oh man, this is not, changing some things up of what's worked well for me. Again, not medical advice, simply my experience, strength, and hope to hopefully help encourage you, because all of this is so new. learning from each other, encouraging each other. One of our amazing free group members mentioned earlier today, we did Sunday Sunshine of like what's worked well for you. And someone had commented about having a pizza bowl, a protein pizza bowl, which I'm totally going to do. So thank you to that group member. You know who you are, who recommended that. I'm going to have that tomorrow for dinner. But like, cool. I would never have thought of having a cottage cheese pizza bowl, nor wanted to try it previously, but like I'm really excited about it. This person like hyped it up. I was like, that actually sounds really good. I'm gonna make that for dinner. So stuff like that, like it's free. It's all, it's all free. So sweet friends, let me know down if you have questions down in the comments below. I see every comment. I may not reply to every comment, but I usually try to put them in the subsequent following video or videos. Like if I have some in the queue, that I'll put them in upcoming videos too to help answer as well. Okay, put down your pineapple below. Make sure you click subscribe and like as well, so this populates into your YouTube algorithm. It'll help show you more of my stuff when you click subscribe and like too. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and count us to shop and count my blessings, because life is delicious. Have a great day. Bye, friends.